What is the intention of what's it created for? Is it created for kids with ADD or what?
I don't know. It's a stimulant. Like if you would test positive for a stimulant with it, and when I was detoxing off of it, in the detox, I slept for. When I tell you I slept for 5 days, I slept for 5 days. I got up to pee, go to the bathroom, get a little bit of food, maybe a soda, and just back to bed. You cannot keep your eyes open when you're detoxing from it.
What's it like? What was it like for you to perform during that period?
Well, you can see my special Altamont. It was like right before my intervention, which is kind of weird because it's a good special, but it's not even performing. Your whole life, when you're on that much stimulant, your whole life is a performance because you say something and then the thoughts inside your head is like, did that make sense? Am I making sense? Is this guy this? Is your perception, your disease of perception, like everyone's looking at you, everyone's thinking this, everyone's thinking that. What did I say to this person last time? It's exhausting. So it's just, stand-up was actually the easiest thing to do because I knew what I was going to say.
There's a... I'm sorry. There was
a little cock in your frog in your throat.
A little intervention.
Oh yeah, there was an intervention at my house, March 11th, 2021, and an intervention at your own house. That's the worst surprise party ever.
Yeah.
You walk in, they're all like, "Hey," you're like, "Oh hey, oh no,
oh no."
No, so you got to tell a drug addict a lie to get them to their own intervention because you can't outthink a drug addict. If you go like, hey, why don't you come on over? We're all going to watch TV. The drug addict's like, no, that's an intervention. So
right.
The lie they told me was for my podcast back in the day, I was going to interview Wu-Tang Clan.
Wow.
At my house. At 8 o'clock in the morning, I was going to interview Wu-Tang Clan. And I was so high, I believed them. I thought Wu-Tang Clan
Who's them, by the way?
Skylar Stone, comedian, was the guy that got me in touch, quote unquote, with RZA. And there was like this fake, I've never told this before. There was a fake email going back. I was emailing, I thought, RZA to get the Wu to my house. But it was just Skylar typing as RZA, like boing, 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 Thursday.
Wow.
So I'm texting RZA like a genius. But first of all, let's back up. I was so high, they had to lie to me to get me into my own house. It wasn't like go to the rec center down the street. It was, how do we get him home?
How do we get Jay into his living room?
That's how frenetic everything was all the time. So I stay up all night snorting Adderall and smoking weed, and I'm coming up with like the greatest Wu-Tang interview ever. Like even Capadonna's going to get a question. Nobody even knows who that is. And I walk into my podcast room at 8 in the morning. My producer's there, Jeannie's there. 2 of my opening acts are there. My sisters from New Jersey are there.
Wow.
My business manager's there. My stand-up agent, Matt Frost, is there. My buddy Chappie's there on Zoom. My landlord in Malibu is there. My son's nanny is there with 2 of her daughters.
Wow.
And I'm so...
Seat fillers, or she couldn't find a sitter?
No, they're all there.
What do they need the 2 daughters for?
Because I've impacted their life terribly.
Oh, okay.
And I'm so high, the only thought I have at the time is, wow, everybody is really excited to watch me interview Wu-Tang Clan. That is literally my thought. The interventionist comes downstairs, and that's the bogey.
Right.
Once you do a lot of meth, you never really lose that look.
Right.
It's like baggy jeans. It's kind of like this weird surfing skinhead look. He was bald, no teeth. He had pit bulls tattooed to his neck. He had a swastika tattooed to his head, so I'm pretty sure he didn't come with Wu-Tang Clan.
Right.
And it was a quick intervention. About 8 minutes in, I said, just so you guys know, I'm going.
Right.
But I'm an approval addict. That was my first addiction, was like everybody's approval as a little kid. So the fastest way to get everybody in the room from shaking their heads, no, like we're all disappointed and scared to, okay, this is good again, was just to agree to go to treatment. And thank God I did.